clay slab bowl with texture. This is what your finished project may look like. Get ready.
So I have spacers, and I have a rolling pin. I have a pin tool. I have cut out my pattern for my bowl, and I am now going to roll out my clay to get a slab. Remember, we're pushing on the barrel and we're rolling it up and down the spacers. Okay. I'm going to use my textures, and I'm going to put some texture into this. So I could put lace and push the lace in. I could even roll it a little bit. Okay, and I could do it again. You can put any texture that you want. You could draw designs in it if you wanted. You don't want to roll it heavy. You're gently rolling the rolling pin over it. Okay. I'm going to fill the space where you might be putting your pattern. Okay, there's burlap. I have this ribbon too. I could put this design in it. Okay, and then we're going to lay down your pattern. You want to make sure it fits in the center. It's not cut off on the edges. You're going to cut out the shape, following along. Again, you hear the zippy sound. It's going all the way down to the fabric, all the way around, all the way. Okay, take away your extras. Don't smush them up though. You might want to use the extras. Okay, so we're going to take this. You can decide, do you want to put the holes in it? This is the time to decide that. If you want to do the holes, poke the hole right through them to mark the holes. Later we'll make them bigger once we lift the pattern off. Mark all. Okay. Then you can take the tool that looks like a dowel. We can go through it and make the holes more prominent. Remember, when you make things in clay, they are going to shrink, so a little bit bigger is better. Okay. Holding it gently because I don't want to erase all of my amazing textures that I've created. We don't want this to rip through either. I'm only holding it up to show you closer to the camera. I highly recommend you just leave it on the table to do this. Okay, now I'm going to create the shape. So I'm going to pinch these together, and I'm going to pinch these together, and these together, and this together. See how I've created a bowl? I'm going to go on the inside of the bowl, use a tool, and I'm going to blend it. Remember we learned about that? That's how you attach pieces of clay. The last step is to blend the pieces. Okay? So I'm going to smooth out the connecting part all the way around, all 4 connections. I'm using my other hand on the outside to cup the shape so it doesn't get smushed. My last one right here. See how I'm smoothing out the crack that shows where the two pieces attached. Okay, so here's my bowl. I'm going to double check some of those holes if I want to keep them. You want to make sure that they're still there and they didn't get smushed when we just attached the corners. Okay, make sure your top rim is nice and smooth. Okay, now I can decide what do I want to do with this. Do I want to smooth out my attached parts on the outside? Do I want to smooth this out? Do I need to push more lace or design textures into it? Do you want to put feet on the bottom of this shape? Okay, anything that's rough now is going to stay rough, so I highly recommend that you smooth out any of these blobs. All right, see that? That's not very smooth. I should clean this up, smooth it out. Okay, and then I am ready to see if I want my bowl to stay like this, my cute little bowl, see? Or do I want to put feet on it? If I put feet on it, I could take balls of clay and attach them as feet on the bottom. Again, I'm going to score, slip, and blend. Or I could take a coil of clay and I could make a round foot on the bottom of it, which I'm going to do right now. I'll show you. So I'm cutting this clay and I could just put a design around the bottom. Okay, remember, we can't just stick it like that. We have to blend it to make sure it's going to stay on. I actually am going to put feet on mine, so I'm not going to keep that on, but that would be a way. You could put a bottom on it. I could take clay and I could put it around the edge and decorate the edge. You can't do a handle, it won't stay, it won't be strong enough. So think about what you want to do for your design, and I look forward to seeing what you guys create. So here's just a quick review on how we attach things to our clay projects. All right, I made 4 little balls. I want to attach them to be the feet on each corner of my bowl. So I need to score, which means we scratch the surface. And I'm going to just use a toothbrush to get the scratches. So wherever I'm going to put them, I'm going to scratch it with my toothbrush. Okay. And then I put a little bit of slip. That's this gooey clay, and it also has a little bit of vinegar mixed in it, so it kind of smells like a salad. I want to put a little bit of that slip there. It's kind of like the glue for clay. Then I'm going to take my ball. I'm going to make them into actually little donuts. I'm going to put a hole in them because I don't want them to have a air pocket in them. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to attach it, and then I'm going to blend it. That's where we smooth out the place where the two pieces attach. All right, so again, I scored it first. That's scratching with the toothbrush. Then I put slip on it. That's the wet clay. I emptied the center because I'm worried that they might have an air pocket, so I hollowed out the middle. And now I'm going to blend it to attach it. And that's how we would attach anything. If we attached a coil onto it, or if we attach a little circle foot. Either way, we need to score, put slip, stick it, and then blend it. Okay, so here's my foot, stick it, and now I need to blend it. That's where I smooth out the space where the two pieces attached. It also helps it dry more consistently. One more time. I scored it, I put the slip on it, I'm clearing out the center like a little donut, stick it, and blend it. Okay, once I've got all my little feet on the bottom, I'm going to gently turn it over and give it a little tap on the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to smooth out and clean up the edges of my project. And it is ready to go in the kiln. Big question, how do I know this one's mine? I didn't put my name on it yet. I need to put my name on it. I'm going to put it in the inside here because eventually the inside is going to have a plant. That's my plan for mine. So I'm going to put my name on the inside, tickling it with a pointy tool. I'm also going to put the year, 2000. Okay, 20. All right. Now this is ready. If I've smoothed it out, it's ready to go to dry and go in the kiln. Next week, it'll be ready for me to glaze. And I might actually be able to add something really cool and thread it through these little holes that I made. I'll show you that later.
Make sure that your name and room number are somewhere on your finished project.